Warning: the following content is based on real facts and documented information. This is not a conspiracy theory. In 2026, the United States made a move that shocked the world. Officially, it was strategic. But the real reason was never meant to be revealed.
What if beneath Greenland, below the frozen surface, exists something that was never meant to be uncovered? Something so powerful, so dangerous, that global superpowers are willing to fight over it in silence. Something that bends physics. Something governments refuse to talk about. Something that may not belong to our world at all. This is the Greenland Rift Theory. And once you hear the full story, you may never look at Earth the same way again. Greenland is covered by ice more than 3 kilometers thick. For centuries, it was considered one of the most geologically boring places on the planet. Just ice, rock, silence. That changed when deep ice-penetrating radar was introduced. Scientists began scanning beneath the ice to study climate history and tectonic movement. What they found didn't make sense. Instead of solid bedrock, radar waves revealed a massive linear anomaly stretching hundreds of kilometers across northern Greenland. The signals behaved strangely. Some bent unnaturally. Some reflected back at impossible angles. Others vanished entirely. At first, researchers assumed faulty equipment, but the results kept repeating. Different teams, different years, same anomaly. It wasn't shaped like a mountain. It wasn't a crack or a fault line, and it didn't match any known geological formation on Earth. Scientists quietly labeled it an anomalous rift, and then something strange happened. The data stopped being shared. Certain scans were removed from public archives. Research teams were reassigned, funding was redirected, and discussion of the anomaly slowly disappeared from official channels. That's when the theory began to spread. The Greenland Rift Theory proposes that this structure is not geological at all. It is dimensional, a tear in the fabric of space itself. Supporters of the theory point to a number of unexplained phenomena surrounding the area. Electromagnetic interference that cannot be explained by natural magnetism. Satellite disruptions when passing overhead. Instruments that lose calibration for no clear reason. Some pilots have even reported strange visual distortions when flying near restricted zones above Greenland. Unusual lights, warped horizons, and brief moments of disorientation. Then there's the military presence. Greenland is home to one of the most secretive military installations on Earth, Thule Air Base, now operated by the U.S. Space Force. Officially, it exists for missile defense and satellite tracking. Unofficially, former personnel have hinted at something else entirely. Leaked documents and testimony mention subsurface anomaly monitoring, non-standard energy readings, and containment protocols. In 1968, a U.S. military aircraft carrying nuclear weapons crashed near Greenland under mysterious circumstances. The official explanation was mechanical failure, but conspiracy researchers believe the aircraft was conducting surveillance related to the anomaly. Why else would a nuclear-equipped bomber be flying over one of the most remote regions on Earth? And why was the cleanup operation classified for decades? As the theory grew, researchers began looking beyond modern science and into ancient history. That's when the stories began to align. In Norse mythology, there is a place called Ginnungagap, a vast frozen void between worlds, a space where reality itself was unstable. In Inuit legends, there are warnings of the breathing ice, a region where the land hums, shifts, and opens paths not meant for humans. Ancient maps depict Greenland as a boundary zone, not just a landmass, but a threshold, a place between worlds. Some theorists believe ancient civilizations discovered the rift thousands of years ago and deliberately avoided it. Others believe they worshipped it or feared it. But the most unsettling idea is this: what if the rift isn't natural at all? What if it was created? Some researchers suggest it could be the remains of an advanced prehistoric civilization. Others believe it may be the result of technology far beyond modern understanding. And then there's the most disturbing possibility of all, that the rift is not empty, that it leads somewhere else, a parallel reality, another layer of existence, or something older than humanity itself. Some believe the rift reacts to solar storms and magnetic fluctuations, growing more active as Earth's magnetic field weakens. Others claim the melting ice is slowly exposing it. And if that's true, then we may be approaching a moment humanity is not prepared for. Because if the Greenland Rift truly is a doorway, whether natural or artificial, then it raises one final question. Are we studying it? Or is it studying us? Officially, no government acknowledges the existence of the rift. There are no public reports, no confirmations, no denials, just silence.
But history shows us something important. The most dangerous discoveries are never announced. They're buried, classified, dismissed as conspiracy. Until one day, they're not. So the next time you see a map of Greenland, remember this. Beneath the ice, beneath the silence, beneath the world we think we know, something may be waiting. And the only question left is, what happens when it finally opens? Thank you for watching Lirax's Vault Unexplained. If you want more hidden history, forbidden knowledge, and mysteries they don't want you to question, subscribe and stay curious.